That's counting now. That's recording.
Okay. Right. Good morning, folks.
Yeah. Good morning.
Yeah, welcome from both of us. Another apple tasting, and I'm quite looking forward to this one. We've got some nice looking ones, and the bigger, so get bigger pieces.
Yeah, I don't know why they're bigger, but we've had quite a lot of rain since the drought of last month, and so many of these look quite a bit larger than normal. So it'll be interesting to see what effect that's had on the flavour and storage, I guess, eventually. Though some of them are still ripened early, so I guess that none of these would store very long. The general rule is if you pick it before 1st of November, it's not going to store that well. Unless you've got cold storage, of course.
Okay. So here we are, Nigel.
Right, now this...
Well, it looks like a fine specimen of colour there.
Oh, yeah, look at that. I guess quite a few of you will be familiar with this because it is sold in Waitrose for part of the season. This is Worcester Pearmain. And it used to be quite a well-known commercial apple all over the country.
That's UK.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it all right?
You can't receive it.
Oh, it's a bit tart. I don't think that's quite ready. Either not ready or not ripened very well.
This is the thing, folks, when we're apple tasting, sometimes there might only be 1 or 2 apples on the tree. So, whereas I would have done with my apple trees, I would have kept cutting one open to look at the pips, see whether they were brown. If they're white, the apple's not ready. You can't do that with some of these apples.
Yeah, this came off a tree which was in the shade, and although it's coloured up, you can tell from the flavour that there's not much sugar in it. Oh, I can only give that a 3. What do you think? Oh, are you going to explain what the numbers are? Yeah, okay. The numbers, we mark everything on a 5-point scale, and we each give a score. 3 is average. You can eat a whole one. It's okay. 4 is very good. 5 is superb. You can't find anything wrong with it at all. Anything less than 3 has got something negative about it, and you couldn't eat a whole one. And occasionally we use halves when we can't make our mind up. Yeah. Right, so I'm going to give that a 3.
Yeah.
Same.
I mean, for me, folks, I would, because I've got false teeth, and the glue doesn't seem to work that great sometimes, I would use my apple machine. I would core it, slice it, and peel it all at the same time, and then it would be a lot easier to eat.
Yeah. We might have access to another tree of Worcester Pearmain, so if so, perhaps we'll have a look at it in a later video. Right, this one is Weirouge, a German apple, spelt with a W, Werouge. And this one seems to have ripened quite well this year. The tree is absolutely loaded. And you can see it's red inside. I'll just wait until I've sliced a bit more so you can see that. There you go. It's quite a nice colour this year. The texture seems quite good when I was cutting it. Sometimes this is a little bit bitter. Well, it's pretty firm, but not as firm as the last one.
I'd say it's quite softish myself.
Well,
but to me, it hasn't really got any taste. It's
a little bit watery, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was comparing it with another red-fleshed apple that we tried last week, which was Red Love, and that was really soft. This is more.
Oh yes,
got more texture than that.
Yeah, yes, it definitely has.
But this hasn't got the flavour of that one, has it?
No.
Looks
no.
pretty good. I mean, if you include the looks of it in the score, I think 3.5. But if it's flavour only, I think I'd give it a 3.
Yeah.
What should we do?
Yeah.
3, do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, if you've got a blindfold on, that's really what we're interested in, isn't it?
Right, yeah.
Okay, so that's 3 and 3, so we get 6 out of 10 altogether. Thank you. Now this.
It's a bit waxy, the skin.
Oh, it is, isn't it? A few apples do that. I think it's supposed to protect the apple from things that grow on the skin. I guess that's what it is. This one's called Lucky, and I've never tasted this one before.
Sounds very firm.
Yeah, it was sent to me by a guy in Belgium. Yeah, you probably heard it, as Julie did when I was cutting it. There we go. Any good?
It's not bad.
No, it's better than the last one.
Better than last year.
Yeah, it's got a bit of flavour about it.
I think it's just the skin that kind of lets it down.
Yeah, that's very nice. The skin's not too bad.
No, I've had worse.
A bit more. It's slightly tart. The texture's pretty good, and it's quite a rich flavour too. Possibly with a hint of the fruit, berry fruit. I think I can give that a 4.
I'll give it a 3.5.
Amazing appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would if you cook that, you'd get a pink crumble, I guess, wouldn't you? I think it would cook nicely. Right, next one. Excuse me. Next one is West Virginia Beauty. I got this many years ago in the days when it was easier to get apples going across borders. Got it from a farmer in West Virginia. It's usually ready about, well, where are we now? October the 4th. It's usually ready about October the 30th, so it's a good 3 weeks early. So that means it's not going to store, but it is actually a good storing apple in most years. And it's got a sort of greenish, creamish colour. It's quite firm as well.
Now, to me, it's quite firm, very firm.
Yeah.
Well, not as firm as that one what we had at the start, but it hasn't really got a taste to it, to me.
No, it's not got a lot. I'd certainly give it.
I mean, I could eat it, but I'd only give it a 3. It's
Yeah,
neither one.
well, I'd give it a 3.5. The skin is a little bit tough, isn't it? And there's not a lot of flavour in it this year, which is odd because on a previous occasion it actually scored 5. But firm, a little bit watery, not enough sugar really. Not this year anyway.
Yeah.
So a 3.
Yeah.
The tree is loaded. absolutely full of them.
Right.
Perhaps they'll sweeten up a little, but those two yesterday came off the tree very easily, so they might just fall on the ground.
Oh, this is another waxy one.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the Brianstorfer apple from just over the border in the old East Germany.
Unless you've been handling with oil or anything, you know.
No, I haven't. No, nothing like that. But it is definitely sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was Brianstorf village was largely disappeared when the coal miners dug an enormous open cast coal mine, and we managed to rescue one of the varieties, and it's pale pink inside. Wow, that's good.
That's what I was saying, very good.
Yeah.
It's nice and soft to eat. The skin's not, it breaks down lovely.
Yeah,
and it's got a lovely taste.
Yeah, it's not quite like an ordinary apple. It's got a hint of something else there as well, but it's really good. Well, I'm going to give that my first 5 of the day, I think.
I think I agree with you, Nigel.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't find fault with that.
And I hope one day we can reintroduce that back to Brianstorf.
Right.
Right.
Which one we're going for?
That one.
This one.
Yeah, this one. Oh gosh, we've got a little one and a. Let's just see which one looks good.
I love the bit without the grubs, Nigel.
Okay. Now the little one is slightly yellower, so that's likely to be slightly better flavour. So let's try that one and have a go at the other one if it's not very good. This is Bismarck. Okay, I won't give you the bit with the skin because you'll moan, or you might. There you go.
I'm just checking with the light, folks. No grubs in it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Doesn't.
A bit. I can't get my teeth in it.
Oh, it's just firm again, isn't it?
I can't.
Going to cut you a different shaped piece.
I'll avoid the skin.
It's quite a strong flavour there. Not as sweet as the last one, a bit firmer. And it's slightly tart, but not unpleasantly so.
No, that doesn't appeal to me.
I could eat a whole one, but not with a lot of enthusiasm, really.
No, I'm going to give that a 2.
2.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 3. I could eat it without any problem, but it's a bit citrusy. But we've had lots of better apples than that. So 3 and 2, that gives it 5 overall. Right, the next one is a bit of a curiosity because it's related to Cox's orange Pippin. Most apple people know that Cox's orange Pippin is actually a seedling of Ribston Pippin from Yorkshire. But no one knew the identity of the other parent. And recently there's been a DNA analysis done, and the other parent of the Cox's orange Pippin is now known to be Margil. And that's what this is. I've got a family tree and there's got one branch with just these 2 Margil apples on it, so we'll see what these are like.
For people who haven't watched any of previous videos, what's a family tree?
A family tree? Oh, a family tree is a tree where each branch has got a different variety of apple. And they're quite easy to make if you're into grafting and apple trees. Right, I'll throw that bit away. There you go then, Julie. This should be okay.
That has got a superb taste.
It really has.
The only thing that lets it down is the skin to me.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, so I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 5 because I thought, although the skin was slightly tough, it sort of disintegrated when I chewed it. So, yeah, that's a 5 for me. Very, very good. And it's no wonder that Cox's Orange Pippin is so good, if that's one of the parents. I think it would store quite well in most years, though this year obviously it won't because it's been picked so early. Next one is an apple that's related to the Chivas company. This is called Chivas Delight, and this is the apple that, I don't know if it still does, but it used to form the basis of many of Chivas jams. So this isn't, strictly speaking, an eating apple. It's really used a lot in making preserves. It's got pale yellow or creamish flesh. If you can get the light right, you might see the colour. What do you think of that one, Julie?
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's above average, though, isn't it?
I'm going to give that a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite decent.
Yeah.
Very rich flavour. It's sweet. It's firm, pleasant, but it's not sickly. It's just got a nice balance. Yeah, I agree. I can give that a 4. The skin's a little bit tough in it, isn't it? But of course, if you're making jam with it, that doesn't matter. Now we've got an odd-looking thing here. This is Leicester Burton Pippin. It's a Leicestershire apple. You can see it's slightly elongated, and it's got the hint of a waist around there. And this year it seems to be about 50% larger than it usually is. It's described by Hogg as a cooker with little, if any, taste. But we found if you leave it on the tree until October or later, it turns into a very nice eating apple. And I suspect Hogg, the apple expert of 100 years ago, I suspect he was probably supplied with a not very good sample, probably dried up and delivered on by horse. Isn't that strange? Flavour, nothing like the others.
No.
What's it taste of?
I don't know.
I can taste custard powder there. Sweet. It's a bit peculiar, but I like that.
The skin's a bit.
Yeah, skin's a bit iffy.
Yeah.
Yeah. A bit more.
No. To me, it hasn't really got much taste to it.
It has, to me. It's got a strong hint of possibly vanilla. I'm trying to think of something else that it reminds me of. The flavour that you get with bubble gum gives me a hint of that as well. I think I'm going to give that a 4.5.
I'll give it a 3.
3, okay, let's put that there.
Yeah.
So that's, what's that, 7.5.
Looks like a superb apple, that does.
Yeah, look at that. That was
last
last one on the tree. This is Amulet. We tried this earlier in the season, and I think it scored reasonably well, but this apple looks so good, I thought we must see if it's improved. It's usually an early or early mid-season apple that comes just after discovery. Well, it looks in good nick.
That's superb. Definitely a 5.
Five. Sweet, rich flavour, texture's fantastic, skin's amazing. That is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing more to say, is there really?
No.
Yeah, that's very, very impressive. This next one...
The camera's gone off.
Oh, this next one is Adam's Pearmain.
Battery must have gone.
Yeah. This next one is Adam's Pearmain. I was brought a sample of this at our apple tasting in Coventry about a fortnight ago, and unfortunately I had a mental blockage because I couldn't identify it, the person that brought it to me. And the reason I couldn't identify it was so brightly coloured. I'd never seen an Adam's Pearmain that was sort of deep crimson. And then I looked at my own tree when I got back and they were just the same. So if you're watching this video, your unknown apple that you brought to me is actually Adam's Pearmain.
So folks, we're as you probably realised, we ran into a bit of a technical issue. So
yeah.
we got 2 cameras. We're hoping that one of them's still recording.
Yeah.
But the main one is just run out.
Adam's Pearmain, quite tart. It's usually a late storer, so these are ready slightly too soon really, but oh, it's only a 3, isn't it? It's a bit harsh.
I'm giving that a 2.
Yeah, I'll give it a 2. Oh, sorry, 2 from you, 3 from me. There are still some on the tree, so we'll have another look at that variety later if the opportunity arises. Looks very pretty though.
Yeah,
it looks good. And the last one, Pink Pearmain. This was bred in America. This is a red flesh variety, bred by Albert Etter, whom I've mentioned before. See, it's quite a nice colour. Skin's a little bit tough, but the flavour's not bad. It tastes a little bit like apples with perhaps a hint of orange juice in it. Bit more?
Yeah, I'll try. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to make of it, to be honest.
Yeah, Etter was a well-known apple breeder in California, but he didn't breed apples in the normal way. He just planted thousands of decent apples adjacent to each other, which he'd collected, and let the bees do all the pollinating, and then he just sorted out what he'd got afterwards from planting the pips. And he produced quite a few interesting red-faced apples, and this is one of them. So Pink Pearmain. It's at least I think I'm going to give that a 4.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there, Nigel. Yeah.
Yeah, the skin's not too bad, is it? And the flavour is nicely balanced.
Yeah, and it's a soft the inside's soft. Really.
Yeah, I quite like a slightly softer apple. I don't like them too hard.
No.
They shouldn't be hard work to eat.
No.
Trouble is that many people associate softness in an apple with being overripe, and it's not. That can be a reason, but a lot of apples are actually soft because that's what the genetic makeup is. Right, I'll get my little notice board so you can see the scores. Since we're using maybe using our backup camera for part of this video, I will disappear from view for a minute just to make sure that this is in shot. Could you just pull it towards you a little bit, please, Julie? Yeah, I can just see you peeping over the top of the notice board. There we go.
Is it still recording?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, good.
So we've got Brianstorfer Superb 10, Amulet is 10, and Margil 9.5, the newly discovered second parent of Cox's Orange Pippin. And then we've got a couple of worthy 8s, Chivas Delight and Pearmain, and Leicester Burton Pippin, which I thought was very nice, 7.5.
Great.
Hope you found that interesting. I hope the video we've put together from the 2 bits of camera work will be okay. And we hope to meet you again soon.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Okay, bye for now.